Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. So I wanted to talk about where are nutrients, and this is going to be part one. We're going to talk about this. I think it's going to be a 2-week thing. But yeah, I just wanted to tell you about that. And so I'm going to start off as I usually do, just telling you about why I'm qualified to talk about these sort of things. So, and I am at the beach on vacation. So if the Wi-Fi is a little wonky, then you know why. Yeah, so as many of you know, I was in the hospital years ago, and I learned about the idea of using food as medicine actually years after that. And it just gave me a lot of empowerment. So I became a health coach in the process, and I just like to be that resource to be able to give people what they need to do whatever they want to do with their health, whether that's overcoming a symptom or disease or just becoming the healthiest version of themselves they can possibly be, so they can do the things that they want to do and not be burdened with symptoms in the future. So yeah, so I just became a health coach so that, because for me it was more of a gradual kind of, I kind of stumbled and bumbled through my way of learning what things kind of worked for me. And so I like to be that person to just hand those things over. I also learned along the way just how powerful nutrition is and how, I try to share this message with as many people as I possibly can so that we all can take advantage of what nutrition has to offer, and it's just so powerful. I mean, there are ways with a healthy enough diet to, overcome a lot of different diseases and symptoms that people have. But if we didn't have to deal with them in the first place, wouldn't that be even cooler? So that's my goal, is to make a lot of diseases and things that we deal with not even something that exists. So that's why I do what I do. Along those lines, I created a course, a self-guided course that allows you to either change your diet if that's what you want to do, or at least add more fruits and vegetables to your routine. So I will post that course link down below in the comments. I think that was about all that I wanted to say about that. Yeah. So back to the topic at hand, the where are nutrients. So this is just something that came about because I've just been talking to some people lately, and I realized that I think I might need to step back and take a step back and kind of explain this, because a lot of people are kind of confused on just the idea of a plant-based diet and how nutritionally dense it really is. So yeah, that's why I just wanted to explain this, and in doing that and like writing up my script of exactly what I wanted to say, that's why I think this is going to be a 2-part, possibly longer, but probably a 2-part series, just to really explain this and really get the point across. So nutrients are mainly found in plants. And there's nothing in any meat or animal products that we can't get from a plant. So you don't have to worry about this kind of thing. So a lot of people worry about protein and different, nutrients and things like that. And you really don't, because they're abundantly available in lots of plant foods. So, and we'll talk a little bit more about that next week, but you definitely don't have to worry about that. So when we did eat meat, and my husband and I did eat meat, when we did, so most of our nutrients actually came from those sides. So when we would eat like a dinner, necessarily, for example, and we had a big hunk of meat, most of the nutrients actually came from those sides. Those, the veggie sides that people don't really give too much thought about. They're just something that we're used to putting on the sides of the meat. So that's where a lot of the nutrients came from. So when we became plant-based, we just ate more of those things that were already giving us nutrients, if that makes sense. So there's really no way you can become deficient in anything. You're actually getting more nutrition than most people that eat that don't eat plant-based, that do eat meat. So if that makes sense. So when you go plant-based, you are totally getting more nutrition, not less. You never have to worry about deficiencies. I just wanted to really explain that and kind of hammer that home, because I think a lot of people are kind of confused about that. And I just want to, just remind everybody and kind of, just encourage people to not really have to worry about that. Yes, we'll talk about different ways you can plan a diet to make sure it includes extra versions of different nutrients, but, just plant-based in general, you really don't have to worry about any kind of deficiencies. I know it can be kind of scary and it's a little bit different, but you really don't have to worry about any of those things. So the nutrients really do come from the plants. They never came from the meat to begin with. So you really don't have to worry about being deficient in anything. Let me just check my notes to make sure. Yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah. So as usual, I'm on different social channels if you want to reach out at all. Our One Simple Change with the Longs page, I will link down below. And that's our Facebook group where we share a lot of different resources and recipes and all different kinds of things. And you can feel free to message there and leave, if you want to crowdsource any kind of information. And, or if you want to reach out to me personally, you can also do that. And just, any way that I can help you or that it can be as helpful as possible. I definitely always, seek to give you those resources and be as helpful as I can. So yeah, I will post that. And as I said before, I will also post about the course if you're interested in that. Let me see what else there is. Oh, so whether you're watching Saliva on replay as usual too, go ahead if you want to, if you have an experience with this, if you, have any questions, you can post them down below. If you have any reaction to the way this video made you feel, if you have any ideas for a future video that you want me to cover, then go ahead and post that as well. But yeah, definitely. So any way that I can help you, please let me know. So I think that's about it. So yeah, so have a beautiful and colorful day. Bye, everybody.